I'm Kelly Arms. I live in Sterling, Nebraska. We just moved a month ago, and we have 3 kids. Hayden is 2, Ryder's 4, and Harley is 6. Ryder, he is all boy. He is fearless. He is wild. He's loud. But he loves games. Anybody can take him on in trouble. He plays it all day, every day. He had just turned 2, and it was actually on his birthday. We had a friend over, and we were debating, and do you think Ryder's eye is puffy? And her and I both kind of thought it did. Riley's like, well, it could be, but that's all we kind of said about it, and we moved on and celebrated their birthdays.
He had some swelling around his eyes. It seemed like allergies. The problem just persisted, and allergy medications weren't doing anything for him. So we talked to our family physician. He did some blood tests, and he called us at 9 o'clock one evening and said, I don't mean to alarm you, but I found something concerning in his blood work. It's not my area to read or interpret it, but I would recommend going to a specialist. If it'll give you peace of mind, just take him to the children's emergency room and check him in.
And we got there about 8 o'clock on Friday night on January 6th, and they agreed after multiple tests that things just weren't adding up. His lab work was kind of all over the place, and his eyes were definitely alarming, and they just weren't sure what was going on. They didn't feel comfortable sending us home. And on January 9th, they figured out that he has AML leukemia.
I remember when I heard the diagnosis, it was like a brick hit me. I didn't know where to turn. Dr. Ralji told us, he said, you guys have been hearing the word cancer over and over. He's like, I just want you to know that it can be cured. And I think that was what I needed to hear in that moment. From that point on, my hope stayed high and really made the rest of the journey bearable.
At the time that we treated Ryder for his diagnosis, we had an open clinical trial. We reviewed that with family, and ultimately it's up to them whether we proceed with this clinical trial that offers promise of a better cure, but also has unknowns associated with that. And they were incredibly thoughtful, asked amazing questions, and really impressed me with their ability to make that difficult decision in such an emotional time. And so from moment one, they were amazing and were so strong for Ryder. We are the only place in the state that takes care of kids with cancer. It requires a really multidisciplinary team to take care of our patients and their families as they walk this difficult road with their treatments and beyond. His presentation was a little bit unique, and unfortunately, as we were making the diagnosis and getting ready and starting his treatment plan, he got a little bit worse before he got better. And so actually a portion of his treatment was started kind of emergently on a Sunday evening. Ryder had AML, which is treated with incredibly intensive chemotherapy, requiring 5 separate approximately 1-month stays, and so really an incredibly difficult treatment course with significant risk for side effects, some of which he experienced throughout.
Learning the depth of care that he needed, everything changed in our house. We were no longer living at our house. We had a daughter that was 4. What do we do with her? That was a big struggle. And then my sister actually ended up moving from Chicago to Omaha, 10 minutes away. So that was very nice that we could live with her, because I was also 22 weeks pregnant at that time.
I think when we started the journey, I didn't know what to expect. To watch Ryder fight every day and just see what it did to his little body and how long it would take him to recover, it was a tough thing to watch. Dr. Acquisino read us the results after his first round of chemo. Even as much as the cancer had spread through his body after his first round of treatment, they couldn't find any of the cancer cells. So that was really uplifting, because it just seemed like we were having bad news. And that was kind of the turning point to where there's a chance that one day we'll put this in the rearview mirror and it'll all just be a distant memory.
And that first round was awful. He had so many infections, and he did not do well with the pokes. As you can imagine, a 2-year-old did not like it. But the first round took 6 weeks. The second round took, I think, 14 days. But it was just such a vast difference, and you never knew why. Like, his body just took it well the second time. I think a lot of stuff got out of his system. We got him figured out, and he was actually in remission after the first round. He made friends with everybody on the floor. He felt good quite a bit, so we were very thankful for that because we know that wasn't the case for a lot of the patients on the floor. We had a lot of people checking on us. They had so many great aspects, like the music therapy. He really enjoyed that with Caleb. He would come in and he would sing songs with them or play different instruments with them.
The people that you interact with, the people that are sharing news with you, sharing your joys, are the nursing staff and the floor staff. So in the event you're having a rough day or you're not able to, there's people there that genuinely care and help you with that.
The team that cared for our son was phenomenal. We could not say more good things about them. Ryder's health right now is doing very well. We go in a couple weeks for his checkup. That we are going every 3 months. And after this one, we actually go on his 2-year anniversary of busting out on July 25th. And after that, we get to go to 6-month follow-ups because he's doing so well. But I just hope that he is doing well and continues to do well. He joined gymnastics and he loves that. He played t-ball. He was a big fan of that. And he's just always running around and you wouldn't even be able to tell, which I am very appreciative that everything worked out and he still looks like our little guy.
When I think about our experience with children's, it's just the whole encompassing aspect of it. It's more than just medical treatment. You know, their expertise, their study, and we will forever be grateful for that.